Hello everybody, my name is Edson and welcome to a brand new episode on the TimeShot SMP. Today we're just going to start off by doing a quick task, and that's finishing this room off up here. During a live stream the other night I worked on what we're going to work on today, which is the end farm, but I also went out and found a flower forest and got a mass amount of flowers, which should do me enough to complete the spawn build, complete any other builds that I have sort of in and around until I get to my final base. I may need more at that point, but like this will see me through for a while. So I'm going to head around here, place a load of these, and hopefully this will brighten the place up a little bit. This whole place looks a hell of a lot nicer now. I absolutely love this. All of the flowers, especially this, I'm extremely proud of adding this in because you get a lot of the sort of colour from the flower pots, but it seems to sort of like box it in, and it's nice. Like it adds colour and it sort of brings out a little bit more life in this place. But to have this where like you fully see the whole flower, because they're like a lot smaller in there if you compare like this one to that, it's tiny in comparison. So I think these on either side really bring even more life out into this place. And this now, apart from this monstrosity of a rail track, and we only need, I think we need 6 more farmers in here. We've got 2 at the minute. We've got 1 there. We've got 1 there. We need 6 more to come up here. Then we can get rid of that, and then this upstairs area will be done. I did get a few comments saying that they liked in the previous episode where I showed off the world that the Demon and Talon actually did for me, and they said that a lot. Well, I got a few people saying that the ceiling could do with some chandeliers, and especially the one that was here over the actual sort of stairway. Now, as much as I like the chandelier design, it was a great design, it was an amazing design. I'm not going to add that because this is very much a Greek Roman type themed spawn, and looking up quite a lot of the builds and everything like that, and I know obviously I'm using like weird glowing lanterns and stuff, but like generally speaking, the blocks and how the builds look in how they're shaped and stuff like that, this is very much like a traditional sort of big shaped, like there's lots of pillars, and my phone just buzzed, I'm so sorry. There's lots of pillars, there's lots of sort of open space, especially when it comes to the walls and everything, and I feel like this sticks more true to the design than if I was to add like a giant chandelier, which I just really don't think would fit in the style that I was going for. So as much as some of the ideas that are being submitted are actually really good designs as a whole, they're not going to be designs that I actually implement because I really want them to fit in with the build. I really think this does fit in with the build, and I've used some of the designs up here. With all that being done though, hopefully you guys like that area of the spawn build. We still need to do the downstairs area, we still need to decorate around the house. There's still a lot more ideas that I need, so if any of you guys do want to submit any, please by all means do so. For the rest of this episode, I want to work on another project, and another one on the list. I've got lots of projects on TimeShot that I'm currently working on, that I'm splitting my time between, and it's fun because I get to bounce between different things, work in different areas, and sort of just generally never get bored. Because I can't. There's so much that I've got to do that it doesn't matter what project I want to do, whether it's quite a lot of AFKing and trading, I could be working in my bunker. If there's like technical farms, I could be working there. I could sort of be working on the Guardian farm, could be working here. If there's just general, just raw building that I want to do, I can go to my spawn house. It's great to have so many different projects on the go. So with all that being said, this project, the end farm, was one that I was working on in a live stream of the night, and I want to put a bit of time into it today. Generally speaking, I want to try and complete this tunnel and hopefully try and complete the floor and some of the actual main parts of the build. So I'm going to switch over to a creative world just now, just to show you a couple of things. So you join me in one of my creative worlds right now, or my creative world. This is the one that I use for TimeShot Season 2, and there's not actually loads in here to be honest, but This was something that we're sort of testing a few months back when I actually started to lay the foundations, the very base foundations, all of the cobblestone and everything like that for the actual end farm. And that was, do we go with a light or a dark theme? We eventually decided not to go with this sort of theme because the Nether, the End, they're quite dark places, similar to what Penny is trying to do with the Nether hub. I want you to go into the End and not really feel like you're in the End as such. If you get my drift, I want to sort of use blocks that we're using around spawn and make it feel quite light and quite of a bit of a nicer place than what it actually is, which is just a dark black hole as such. So, general theme: stone slabs, stone bricks. We've got sea lanterns behind some birch leaves. We've got some birch fences. We've got a few holes. Obviously, there's going to be water flowing down the sides. The sides and top and everything may just look a little bit different because I'm not entirely sure how all that's going to look. But general theme is going to be something like this. I'm currently, and that's what we're currently laying the foundations for in TimeShot, and we're currently laying the foundations for during my stream the other night. So the base hard work of this, like the main gist of this is actually, or the main difficult part is done. We still need to obviously lay quite a lot of stuff around the sides and stuff, but generally speaking, the main runway is done. I need to dig this up, but I need to obviously get a pumpkin on my head before I do that because there's going to be Enderman. I'd rather get the sides on first, so I'm going to do that. I want the sides on so that I've got barriers just in case like Endermen are pushing me all over the place, because I've got 125 levels. I'm going for 200 levels. I don't want to die. And I've almost because when you go like that and then you stop and you shift, you carry on going a little bit. And the amount of times that I've carried on and it feels like I'm going off, I squealed something big during one of my streams the other night, and I honestly thought I was going to die. And everyone in the chat was like, "Oh my gosh, close one!" So I think all of them thought I was going to die as well. So yeah, generally speaking as well, with this tunnel that you just saw in the creative world, that's generally going to be the design of the farm. There's a few different things that I'm going to be doing in the farm that's different to what you'll see in the tunnel, but that's generally just because the farm is quite of a different place. There's going to be some farms in there, like a cow farm, wheat farm, sugarcane farm, that sort of stuff. And the floor is going to be something special, just like last season. Lots of obsidian, lots of glass. It's going to look quite good, hopefully. So I'm going to get to work. So I'm going to get to work on this, put some time in, and hopefully we have some form of a working tunnel by the end of this. Progress is coming along quite nicely, to be honest. We have this circle here, so that's obviously where the obsidian platform that you spawn on. I can't exactly remember how these work, so if I was to place this there, and I was to go out at the end and come back in, that would be gone. But I think it only works up to a certain height, so I think it's like maybe 3 blocks. So if I was to place hold on. Let's do it with blocks that I can actually mine. Might be a little bit easier. So let's place 1, 2, 3, and then a packed ice block there. So I think if I was to go out, come back in, just the packed ice would be there, which is I think where the ceiling is going to be anyway. But I think that's how it works. I can't exactly remember. So you need to leave the actual floor off the obsidian because it just despawns anyway. But you can have a ceiling on, from what I remember. I did do last season's, but I can't exactly remember. But we have this circular bit which has packed ice underneath, just like the runway to the actual thing. It's just simple patterns on the floor and stuff. It's nothing too fancy. We're going to have a staircase up here. I think I want to build a staircase to each of the end gateways that we have. We've got like 4, I think. So I wanted to build like a staircase up there as well. Do like a few things outside of the actual hub itself, or the end farm, should I say itself. But this obviously goes all the way down. I don't know what the walls are going to be in the circle here. This is just something I decided to add a little bit later. But I know what the walls are going to be here. And this only goes down to, so far, This only goes down to the actual farm itself, and it starts just before the drop. So I still need to, because I still need to do a bit of work there. So there's like stuff like you can see over here. If we jump on here, if we go here, so I still need to add, like, get rid of all of the cobblestone here because I want to change this to stone bricks. This needs to change to slabs, and what you see here, there, that needs to change to slabs as well, all the way down. And then we need to figure out where we want the drop and all of that and change that to whatever we want to change it to. All in all, this is turning out all right. I've worked out the design. So you can see here, obviously, all the wall is the same as what I originally planned. The ceiling is a mirror of the floor, which I just need to add on. So that's just as simple as just looking what the blocks are below, creating the same pattern, and just placing those in. So it's dead simple to create. It won't take long. The only annoying thing is you can't actually, so like if I was stood here, I can place that one, but I can't place this one because you can run under it, but you can't place it above you because it's on the because it is sort of like clashing within you, sort of in a sense. So you just have to like make sure you're not like underneath it. This inside of here, I've worked out a pattern for the walls, which I didn't have a pattern for. Placed all of this down, and I believe this won't delete the ceiling when I go through and back out. We'll test it out later. But obviously, bit of an update. Everything's going well. Soon, I will have the walkway to the end farm, pretty much apart from like the very last like couple of, I'd say 20 or so blocks. And this bit here done. I think today I'll probably add the water on as well, just because I want to try and create the actual pathway up as well, at least to this part of the end island. I'm probably not going to build the staircases up yet, and I'm probably not going to build like the paths to all of the staircases and also to the end portal just yet. But I will get to that eventually. And hopefully, this all starts coming together. It's looking good. Like I said, I do want the water over the top of this, at least or most of the way. I want the water flowing down so that no Enderman's going to be going on top of there. And it's coming together. It's coming together a lot quicker than I thought, and I'm liking the results so far. Obviously, this is the easy part. This is just a pattern design in like a small box space. And my phone went off. I keep putting my phone on my desk when I'm recording a segment, and I shouldn't because it buzzes, and the Samsung Galaxy S7 has the buzz of an airplane taking off. It's insane. Anyway, let's get back to work. Alright, things are looking actually really good so far. Like, I'm surprised how much work I've got done in as little time as I have. So, this bit here that you guys are looking at, I don't have the water on yet because I'm not entirely sure how the staircase is going to look, and it's just going to flow over onto here, and I can't bother with it yet. Same on the other side, but you've got the water on the top, which I can probably actually show you guys. Oh, there we go. So it's literally, you have to place like 3 down, or like 1 on the end, 1 on the end, 1 in the center, and then like once that's flown, the next one you just have to place the center. So I just have to place them down the center, and then it flows out perfectly. And yeah, that's the water flowing down the sides. And as you can see, when you come down here, also interestingly enough, it's actually the block above. So we lost the roof that we had, which is just these half slabs like that. But the next layer, because I had to add another layer because the water goes on there, and that means water flows through here. So when we eventually put water on top of here, we'll have to put another layer on top of that one, on top of this 5-block thing here. And I'll probably leave this open for now, just because that will remind me in a few seconds. So that's something that we need to do, because obviously water will flow through here. They won't flow through here because we've got the second block on there, as you'll see as we're running through here. So yeah, water's not flowing through here. We've got it flowing down the sides. You can see it through them. Works perfectly well. 3 wide all the way down. Hitting your head on the roof. Kapow! We get to the end, which is perfectly fine. Love it. So, with that being said, we have... why are fence posts needed here? Is that like a design thing that they need? Does that like filter them or something? A fence post needed? I don't know. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to work on this. I want to get this bit done complete. I think the only thing that the only bit of cobblestone that's going to be left is that bit there with the actual endermite in itself. What's it named? Can we see? I don't think we can see. So I'm going to work on this. I'm going to replace all of this cobblestone with stone bricks. I'm also going to add a... You guys can see here. Packed ice just around the sides, just in case, because sometimes one enderman is very rare, but like a single enderman will like stop here or something, and it normally alleviates that problem. So I'm going to get to work on this, and hopefully this looks a little bit nicer by the end of it. So I've just logged off and logged back on, so a couple of these may not have locked on. I think they all have locked on, but after like messing around and changing all of the underneath all of this to packed ice, and then the blocks that specifically, because it's like symmetrical, so there's like an L shape there, then on this side there's an L shape. We had the fences, and I was thinking, well, the fences aren't really needed. Turns out they make the whole design. So I'm going to place this fence so you guys can sort of see how this design actually works. It's really clever. So like it filters them all through, so like it thinks they can get to the endermite. So they're all going to come around this end. So it filters them all, like they all think that they can get to the endermite, and then just look at that. They all just fall down. So that's why when we're looking at now, these obviously can't make it. So if we do that, that should filter them out, and they should lock back on. There we go. So they all should lock on now. You should see them. They're only going around that side, but once we add this one there, they'll go into the other side as well. So yeah, that's how that works. It's a really simple design, and it's so efficient, and that's why they all fall, or you all see them fall when we're in the farm on the right and the left. So yeah, I just thought it was interesting, because they've sort of improved this farm a lot from what the old design was, which is the one that Tor actually created. He just recreated the old design we had in season 1, and Dave has actually like took this on and changed this and made it so much more efficient. And I don't think he's even shown how he's done it, so I wanted to show you guys just in case you're interested. Dead simple, and that's how it works. So I think we're done with the end farm today. I'm going to nip back to the house in a second and do a little bit of work there, but I just wanted to show you guys the finished product of this. So I've worked out where the floor is going to go. This is, or where the drop and everything like that is going to go. This is the current ladders at the minute. They drop down sort of a little bit into the first major room, but I've got this smaller room built just down there. Now I was going to use that to keep the chicken. There's like a chicken down in the farm, and it's been, I think Poet spawned it in a live stream. I'm not entirely sure, or like in a recording or something. He had like an egg, he threw it, and it spawned a chicken. So we're going to keep his chicken down there as a pet. I don't know how yet. That was going to be the chicken room, but I want to use it as the drop and the ladder room. So I've marked out where they're going to be. The drop's going to be here. No, the ladder's going to be here. The drop's going to be here. This is only going to come out to here, and we're going to destroy all of this cobble between here and the farm. The farm is now, like, this bit's done. This bit's all complete. That's why it's, like, disconnected from here. So, like, nothing needs to happen with that now. As you can see, sort of down... Ooh, if I stop here, like, all of that needs to change to stone slabs and stone bricks. Still need to get that done, but generally speaking, today been a productive one. Done a lot of the sort of like meaningless stuff, the stuff that's just a little bit dull to do, generally speaking. But it's been a good episode. I've enjoyed it, and I've enjoyed getting this done. next episode we can really start work on the actual, like, the main bit of the farm, the actual farm itself and all of that and everything surrounding. Look at this, I added a obsidian roof to sort of mimic that. I think it works quite well. We need to add water on the top of here, everything like that. So there's still a lot to do, but I'm looking forward to working on that. So as you guys saw here upstairs earlier on in the episode, and obviously we'll still have this to do, get 6 more villagers in here, and this will still be a little bit of a monstrosity for now. I want to do some work and work more on this house, because I've had this spawn house for a long time now, and it's not complete, and I want it complete. Like, okay, the island can be what it is for now. Like, we can decorate that, we can work on that as time goes on. That sort of takes a back seat, but the actual inside of this house has been incomplete for so long. Now that we've got the sea lanterns in, I've got no excuse. So this lower floor, that garden out there, kind of a monstrosity. Let's make it all pretty. Complete, finito, done. We have finally completed the inside of the house. Very much outside here. There may even be some, like, I don't know, plants hanging off the side, or like stuff happening outside of the build. Same on the other side. If you walk straight through, go over here. Here is going to be a garden type area. I kind of want the garden to hang over, I feel, at least a little bit. Not too much, not like miles, just like a few blocks sort of like hanging over, just to like add like a little bit of a, so you can sort of, I don't know, go past the build almost. So you sort of more hanging over the water at least. And I want to make this a little bit more of a steeper drop. So outside of the build's very much incomplete, but the inside of the build, the inside of this is now finally done. We have through here some bookcases, we have lots of seating, we have some tables, we've got the bar area with lots of alcohol. We have some seating booths in there. We have some flowers around the staircase, which I really think brighten up the staircase quite a bit. I need to actually light that up. I completely forgot because I took the torches off, but I need to actually relight that up. I don't think anything's going to spawn, but I feel like everything is lit up quite a bit. But that definitely needs something. There we go. So that lights that up. So we have all of the foliage around here. We have some more bookcases, some more stuff around here. This is the extension to the storage room. I remember I did this on season 1 with my main base, and I feel like I need to do it here because I always have like chests out here with like cobble, dirt, everything like that. So once like the main chest in here is filled up of all of these, which is smooth stone, sandstone, sand, dirt, and stone, you start off at the top left. So top left one, and then you work your way down and work through all of them and start adding them. We don't have much. We don't actually have any excess sand, any excess sandstone, or any excess stone just right now. But we will do as obviously time goes on the server. And also, if we had all of the sand, all of the sandstone, all of the dirt, all of the cobble that I have mined up so like already, because I've provided so many people with a lot of materials on this server. I remember I had upwards of about 4 chests of sand. I probably had about 2 chests of dirt. I've had about 6 to 7 double chests of cobble. A lot of people come here and take those excess materials, which is perfectly fine, might I add. I'm 100% cool with that. I don't need the materials. Like, that's what I say, like, as long as you leave me the double chest that I've got of all of the materials that I've got, like, I'm cool with you guys taking the stuff. Like, it's fine. So we've got the extension to the storage room, which, like I say, is like, this is the main storage room, this is the extension, and then that's it. And obviously you've got the upstairs, and this has been one hell of a productive episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the sort of faster feel between the cuts. I'm trying not to ramble as much towards the end of the cuts, and I'm trying to sort of lead off a little bit more positively rather than, and I still will say it from time to time, I always say, and we'll speak to you guys later, or something like that. I'm trying to like cut that out and just make it more of like a flowing episode. So hopefully you guys have noticed that, and hopefully you'll notice that more as time comes on, and hopefully you like what I have in between me finishing the episode and the outro. I'm going to try and add something like this on every episode that I make from now on TimeShot. I want it to kind of be my thing. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you've enjoyed this episode as well. What have we done? Loads. We've added the flowers to the top of the top floor. We've gone to the end farm. We've done loads of work at the end farm. We have done loads of work on the interior down here. Completely done the build inside of the actual house. It looks so good. I'm so proud of it. And it's been an amazing episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it too. Thank you for watching. Speak to you all soon. Take care.